We're visiting the stars at Siegel High School for What's Cool in School. We're going to head inside to learn about the dual enrollment program, the program that's giving students a leg up with their college transcript. We're also going to hear the number of students interested in the medical profession here at Siegel High. And then lastly, but certainly not least, we're learning about their aviation program. That and more coming up in today's What's Cool in School. Welcome back. Dual enrollment is helping students get a head start with their college transcript. And we're learning here at Siegel High School just how many students decide to do the dual enrollment. We have the dual enrollment coordinator, Paige Fletcher. Thanks for your time.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, it's such an exciting, the junior, senior year, such an exciting time. You know, you're looking at colleges where you want to go. How many students want to get that head start?
Well, this year we have 256 juniors and seniors signed up to take dual enrollment through MTSU.
Are you surprised at that number?
I'm not surprised because it's such a great opportunity for these students to learn what being a part of a college class is really like, get a head start. And we even have a lot of our own teachers here at Siegel High School that teach through MTSU, so our students get the comfort of high school with a college experience.
How, I guess, has the program changed throughout the years? Because, I remember, years ago you could do dual enrollment, but has it evolved or changed with the times?
We have a lot more students taking dual enrollment classes than we ever have. we took a little bit of a dip during the pandemic, and we have built those numbers back up and more. So we've increased, we had around 170 last year, and now we're up to 256 this year.
So what does that look like for a student when they decide to do dual enrollment? How do they do those classes and then manage their high school courses as well?
So a lot of our students are taking classes like English, history, math, and they take those classes through MTSU, and they also receive credit for high school graduation requirements at the same time. So they might take an English 1010 class through MTSU and receive credit for English 3 or English 4 here in high school.
When do you start talking to younger grades about the possibility of dual enrollment?
So we start sophomore year. We have a parent academy night in the fall, and we give information to our parents and students about dual enrollment and encourage them to start signing up. We usually start sign-ups in January for the following school year.
Do students have to hit a certain grade in each of those courses, or does the ACT play a role?
So the ACT does play a role in terms of eligibility for courses. MTSU does have certain ACT subscore requirements for each course. And then the grade that they earn in the course does count towards their high school GPA and their college GPA. They do also have to maintain a 2.0 GPA in order to keep the dual enrollment grant through the state, which pays for them to take up to 5 courses, and then it supplements money on top of that as well.
Okay, now I love MTSU, I'm a Blue Raider, but what if they don't want to go to MTSU and they want to go to another university or college?
So it's the students and the parents' responsibility to check and make sure that the credits transfer, but dual enrollment is so much more transferable than it used to be, especially across the state and even out of state in a lot of cases. So a lot of students that don't go to MTSU still take those dual enrollment credits with them.
Why do you love this? Why do you love working with these students to help them succeed in this area?
Well, I love being able to see them grow junior, senior year and go off to college and feel sure of themselves. I want students to feel sure and feel ready, even if they might not know exactly what they want to do. Taking dual enrollment can sort of give them a head start on that.
How often do you hear from students that you've helped through the dual enrollment program?
A lot.
Yeah, what do you hear from them?
Yeah, just that they're glad they took a dual enrollment class. We are really lucky. We have really great dual enrollment teachers. Like I said, some of them are our very own Siegel teachers. And so it's nice for them to be able to work with high school students. They understand what high school students are going through. And they're also teaching them skills, not only to be successful in college, but, lifelong skills.
100%. Paige Fletcher, thank you for opening up this door to your students here and sharing it with us here for What's Cool in School. This really is one of the coolest programs around. So thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
Stick with us. We have more coming up for you when we come back.
It's been a welcoming experience with this area. We wanted to get in Tennessee and we tried a few other spots, but this one just fit. We've got about 400 to 500 vans right now. We do mainly rentals for vacations and any kind of insurance claims. Our vans are clean, affordable, no deposits, no credit card. We make it as easy as possible for you to rent. Let us take the stress out of this fall break. Rent local, rent McCurry.
What better way to start your morning than with a cup of coffee and your local newspaper? Joni's and the Murfreesboro Post are pleased to present the Murfreesboro Post Roast. This coffee is selectively hand-picked on small family farms, using only the ripest cherries and washing in clean river water before sun-drying on raised beds. The resulting cup is balanced and bright, delivering juicy grapefruit and sweet caramel apple notes. Come on in to either Joni's location and try a cup today.
Welcome back. In a time to where a nursing shortage is really a global challenge, it is incredible to see such interest at one of our Middle Tennessee high schools, like here at Siegel High School. To talk to us about the program and what they're seeing from their students, we have health science instructors and HOSA advisors. We have Christy Botwell, Brooke Sherrill, Lisa Snetzinger, and then Rachel Dimmel with us today. And thank you, ladies, so much for giving us your time. Again, I know students are behind us hard at work. What is it like to see students want to be a nurse or want to be in the medical field in their future?
It's heartwarming for them to follow the path that I'm so passionate about. I am a nurse, was at bedside prior to coming to Siegel High School, and so to get that firsthand experience with those students, it's very heartfelt to be able to be a part of their education and leading them into a path of nursing.
What is the interest that you're seeing?
We see lots of interest here. This year alone, we have over 450 students within our pathway, students that we've had to kind of encourage to take it next year and things like that just to fill the seats. So lots of interest, and it's continuing to grow.
The medical field is not an easy profession. How do you set your students up for success?
I think what we value so much and what we're able to do in health science and CTE classes in general is relate everything back to the real world. I think we are able to model and talk about professionalism early on, have that as an expectation for them in the classroom, and they always rise to the occasion. I feel like they are well prepared when they leave our program.
Well, let's talk about this program and when they should start, or when they start taking that first course, and then how it kind of rounds out throughout their senior year.
We encourage students to go ahead and start their 9th grade year when they enter Siegel High School, if there's availability. Sometimes students decide a little bit later that they want to join the pathway, which is great as well. If they start in 9th grade and continue through our pathway, they are able to end their high school career with a certification, such as CNA, Certified Nursing Assistant, or Certified Medical Assisting. They are also able to go out into the community and do clinicals and job shadowing rotations, which is an amazing opportunity to go ahead and get out there in the real world. And if they receive that certification, they're ready to be hired upon graduation.
Why do you love what you do? Why do you love this, and especially teaching a younger generation?
I think, so my background's athletic training, and so I come from the sports world and then transferred over into teaching. So I think I like the aha moments that the kids have, when they find what they love, when they find, what they're passionate about, and then going out and being able to do that. So they're able to go and observe different places and things like that, and just finding what works for them.
For those who may not be all too familiar with Siegel High School, what makes this program so special?
I think it is just we have all come from different backgrounds. We have so much to offer from our clinical knowledge base, whether we've served as athletic trainers, nurses, nursing managers. We have seen it all. And so I think that we're absolutely able to let our students know real world expectations and also make things fun and engaging. And we have lots of really great equipment that we're able to use, lots of hands-on activities that makes it really easy for them to learn.
For those who may not make that decision in 9th grade to say, okay, I would like to go into a medical field or a path, and they wait until maybe their senior year or even after the fact, what can you say to them? Because they may think, okay, I'm a little behind the curve.
I think Ms. Sherrill had an excellent answer for that, in that we are still here to serve as mentors to them. We have students who will come maybe their senior year. I didn't take the health science pathway, but now I want to do this. What can I do? We have great contacts in the community. They can do volunteering, job shadowing, possible internships. So we can still get them involved and help guide their path. It just may not have started quite as early as some other students.
Could you also talk to us about what HOSA offers?
So HOSA is our student organization. So it offers our students basically anything you can think of. So they can interact with professionals. They do competitions, and those competitions, there's over 70 competitions that they can work in. And it's anything from, reading, math, anything like that, all the way up to your skill level stuff. So your nursing, your athletic training, your physical therapy, all of that kind of stuff. It also teaches them how to get out into the community and how to build those relationships, how to serve others, how to do all of that stuff. So our chapter here at Siegel generally is right around 100 to 120 every year within our chapter.
All right, let me not forget our friend that we have right here. Students here get a hands-on learning experience from having these. What do you have available for them to work on?
So each of these mannequins are, they'll do different skills within the CNA program. They'll do catheter care, they'll do peri-care of a female. When we do things such as like feeding and ambulation, our students take on that role as the patient, and then another student will take on the role as the actual CNA. Because on like their testing day, it will be a real life patient that will come in from the outside that they will have to perform the skills that they are learning within the classroom. So these particular mannequins are not simulation mannequins that where they would be able to assess their blood pressure or their pulse, because they would not get a reading from them. So they actually have to take our blood pressures, or we have other staff that will come in. One of my administrators came in one day just to observe the class, and I said, well, while you're here, let's let one of these students take your blood pressure.
Great.
And so now she's popped in a couple of times and said, does anybody want to practice? And so they're very supportive of the program. But we definitely do have a lot of great medical equipment that the students are able to get that hands-on experience. So then when they are in the real world, they've already had that experience within the classroom.
2 final questions. What about bedside manner?
I think you'll hear us preach about that.
Okay.
Almost weekly, if not daily, about how important that is. We can teach you skills all day, but we can't teach you to have the heart to take care of a patient, and we can't teach you how to just develop that caring mentality, no matter what kind of patient you're taking care of. So we really do our best to teach them to treat their patients like they would want to be treated, or how they would want their mother, sister, brother to be treated as well. So there's a lot of growth that occurs with that.
Great to hear that. Any final thoughts, ladies?
I think we're just blessed to work in the county that we work in. We are able to have facilities. I mean, not only the nursing lab, we have a medical assistant lab down the hall, we have a rehab lab. And so we've definitely been supported by our county just to be able to give these kids the best opportunity.
They're lucky to have educators like yourselves.
Well, we're lucky to have amazing students. Our students in the health science program are truly amazing.
Students, do you hear that? How amazing you are.
They know.
Ladies, thank you so very much.
Yeah, thank you for
I
coming.
really appreciate that. One more time, we have Christy Botwell, Brooke Sherrill, Lisa Snetzinger, and then Rachel Dimmel. Thank you both for putting the work in that you do for our students.
Thank you.
Stick with us. We have more coming up from Siegel High School in just a minute.
It's been a welcoming experience with this area. We wanted to get in Tennessee, and we tried a few other spots, but this one just fit. We've got about 400 to 500 vans right now. We do mainly rentals for vacations and any kind of insurance claims. Our vans are clean, affordable, no deposits, no credit card. We make it as easy as possible for you to rent. Let us take the stress out of this fall break. Rent local, rent McCurry.
For students who have a dream of getting up in that great big blue sky and getting their private pilot license, well, they can get their start here at Siegel High School with the classes that are offered. We have, to tell us more about this, we have Mr. Scott Myers with us. He's the aviation instructor here at Siegel. First off, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
What a great classroom this is.
Thank you.
Talk to us about the program that students are offered here at Siegel.
Well, I want to first of all thank Mr. Creasy for allowing us to have all this room and all this stuff here, and Dr. Tyra Pilgrim, who's our CT director. She funds all this. She gets us the money to have all these cool things. So we're appreciative of them and their support. And we have here is a curriculum that spans 3 classes,
Okay.
three years, if you will, 3 semesters now,
Okay.
since we're on a block schedule. And what we basically do is we take a young person, mostly young men, but some young ladies, and they come in and we teach them about airplanes. But we start this journey of, one of the things I tell them is that we learn to talk airplane, because we have a lot of terminology that we talk about that most people wouldn't understand. So so we start with the basics of the industry, and we have a set of standards for each class that we cover. And the first year is an intro to aerospace class, and it's just kind of like throwing a rock across the water, and it just skips. And we just hit a lot of these subjects, parts of an airplane. We start with the phonetic alphabet, learning how to use that. We talk about military and Zulu time. We talk about latitude and longitude. And then we get into airplane parts, and then airspace that we fly in. We talk about airport operations, all the things that go along with that, everything they need to know. So we lay a groundwork for that. And in the first year, we get to talk about aviation history, which is always fun. And then in the second year, which is probably the most intense study, is that we get really deep into that. More about aerodynamics, more about flight instruments and how those really work. And so we just kind of take them through the program that we've developed here. And there are a lot of opportunities for young people to leave high school and then move into either more training or right into the industry. And so that's what we want to do, is have them prepared for when they leave here.
So when they get to the simulator part of this, I mean, I see what we have over here. What is this behind us?
So this is a Redbird FMX. It's a 3-axis full motion flight simulator. This device that, once again, Ms. Tyra helped us secure the funding for this. It allows our students to get a full motion flight experience. It's enclosed, it's 3-axis. That gives us a really good flight experience, and we were fortunate enough to get 3 airplanes come with this instead of the standard 1, so we get a chance to fly faster airplanes, and actually a twin-engine airplane as well. I think a lot of students get, as they get into the training, get deeper in the program, they understand the value that this has.
Right.
And we try to balance that. It's not a video game, it's a training device, and that's how we use all these. So that's where we approach that from.
How do you share your real world experience? Because this only does so much.
Right.
How do you share that real world experience of working on a plane, being in a plane, and flying it?
Well, I'm fortunate that I'm co-owner in an airplane that's over here at Smyrna. So we get a chance to talk about that real world experience. You know, I'm an old guy, and so I've been around a while.
Right.
And so we get a chance to share with them. So I get to approach it from a maintenance perspective. This is especially when we get into the airplane parts and engine theory and things like that, we can get really deep into that. But from a flight perspective, you know, I share everything that's happened to me, good or bad so far in the air. And so I think hearing those stories makes it real practical from a perspective of a young person listening that makes them want to maybe try flying.
Last question for you. Talk to us about the dedication of your students who want to be a part of aviation, who would like this to be their life.
There are standards that we have here at school as far as Mr. Creasy expects our student body to act a certain way. But we talk about how it's even more important to be more disciplined in this career field. And that's needed in aviation, because there's nowhere to cut corners. There's nowhere to slack off. There's nowhere to do anything like that. And so that comes with some commitment. That comes with some dedication. And so once again, I think it's a maturing process. As our students get older and they mature, they understand that. Earlier on, they're kind of like, you know, I just want to fly the flight sim.
Right.
But as they get older, I think they understand the value of what we're learning and the work that they put in to get to this point. And then it's fun to watch them get into a point to where they know where everything is and what the plane's doing and those kind of things. So it makes it all practical, I think. And then as we try to find out feedback from some of our former students, and so far everything's been very positive from a former student perspective.
Right.
They whatever they're getting themselves into, whether it's in the military or in a trade school to get their A&P license, their mechanics license, or if they go to college, they all feel like that there is as prepared or better than most students.
Speaking of students, we're going to hear from two of your students.
That's correct.
Who are we going to hear from?
Mason Hazlitt's going to speak to us today first. He's a senior, and I'll let him tell his story.
Okay.
And then Alex Garvin is one of our young ladies in our program, and she is our first young lady to do our drone program. So we're pretty excited about that as well.
Incredible. Thank you, Mr. Myers, for your time. Thank you
You're
for
very
sharing
welcome.
all of this about the aviation program here at Siegel. We're going to hear from those two students right now.
Well, the aviation program here has been wonderful. It's really helped me in getting my license and everything. It really helps everybody just get involved in aviation and learn a lot more about it and just really figure out what's out there. I plan to go to MTSU and continue with my instrument rating and commercial rating and then hopefully fly for an airline one day. So,
Can you walk us through what we have here and what you
Yeah.
learned by doing this?
So this is a Gleim flight simulator. It kind of covers the basics of flying. We've got our simple trainer airplane. This is what I learned to fly in, Cessna 172. So it really helps us just kind of figure out, the axes of flight and the different things it requires to fly an airplane and land and make turns and so forth.
How does this prepare you to actually be in an actual plane to fly?
It's really similar. Everything on here works like it would in a real airplane. So you can kind of figure out how to start one and just run through the normal procedures. So it really helps if someone's never flown in an airplane like this, knowing what they're going to see. And
This is fascinating. Any advice for your peers, for others who may want to make this a career for them?
well, the only thing you can do is get out there and just give it a try. If it's something you're interested in, just try it. So.
How was it flying with your grandmother?
Oh, it was awesome.
What was she like up there with you?
She was calm. She enjoyed it.
Did she?
I flew her from Smyrna all the way to Knoxville to hang out with some family for the day. Then we flew back. So, yeah.
Was she surprised at how good you are?
Oh yeah, she was very proud. She enjoyed it a lot. So, it was a good flight.
So she'll fly with you again, huh?
Oh yeah, she said she would. So.
She said she would. I love it.
So originally, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And aerospace is one of the pathways that kind of stuck out and I heard not a lot of people went into. So it seemed like a cool thing to get into and try to learn.
When you say not a lot of people, not a lot of girls.
Yeah.
Not a lot of women go into this field. How are you going to create your own path with this?
A lot of them go their certain ways. They try to go into engineering, but you don't hear a lot of female pilots or anything. So I figured I'd be one of the few to go into it.
And as you're working your way, you've learned how to fly a drone?
Yes.
What's that experience been like for you?
It's been not what I expected. I didn't expect to get into drones just because I didn't know the class at the freshman year. But I'm really happy I got into it, and it's a lot different.
For others who would like to maybe get into pursuing drones and working with them, how challenging is it?
Honestly, it's not as challenging if you pay attention. It's really just remembering, learning, and trying to apply to everything else that we have to offer.
Was this intimidating to you?
At first? Yeah. I wasn't sure if I'd learn how to do it as quickly, but it's not so bad.
Kind of walk us through some of the courses to learn how to do this. Or I guess, does it come with watching a video or book work?
You can watch a lot of videos. I feel like that's better than book work just because you get to see it in action and how it works. But yeah.
Are you ever worried you're going to break it or I don't know, crash it?
Yeah, I'm worried about it sometimes, but I don't know, with certain things because they can't run into things as often. So it's harder to crash, which not so worried about it.
What do you want your future pursuits to be? What would you like to do after high school?
I'd go into MTSU and study aviation to become a pilot.
As you connect with other peers, what would you like to say to them if they have a dream of maybe, working in this field as well?
Go for it. Try it. You never learn unless you don't try to get into it. So,
well, I wish you the very best. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
What better way to start your morning than with a cup of coffee and your local newspaper? Joni's and the Murfreesboro Post are pleased to present the Murfreesboro Post Roast. This coffee is selectively hand-picked on small family farms, using only the ripest cherries and washing in clean river water before sun-drying on raised beds. The resulting cup is balanced and bright, delivering juicy grapefruit and sweet caramel apple notes. Come on in to either Joni's location and try a cup today.
Hi, I'm Greg White, the athletic director at Siegel High School here to give you an update a little bit about what's going on here at Siegel athletic-wise. We're real excited about some of the new facility upgrades that we have. We have new LED lights on both softball, football, and baseball. We've had baseball for a few years, but they came in, the county, we're real appreciative of what Rutherford County Schools has done to come in and put LED lights at all the stadiums. When you come on Friday nights to a football game, you'll be able to see the colored lights blinking. It'll be a little bit downsized of what you would see at Neyland Stadium or some of the larger stadiums with college, but it'll be along those lines with the lights dancing to music in different colors and things like that. We've also got a brand new track that we've got put in here at Siegel. State of the art. It's a gray in color. We've got it our school colors with blue exchange zones. It's really helped set off our facility out there in the stadium. We're real excited about our track team being able to take advantage of that this spring and moving forward. That holding a lot of meets out there. We're really excited to where our spring sports finished up last spring. Baseball making it to the state tournament. Our boys soccer team making it to the state tournament. Our flag football team inaugural year was in the county championship game. So we're really excited about continuing with girls flag football in the spring and seeing where that's going to take us. Football and all the fall sports, volleyball, girls soccer, cross country, and golf have all off to a really good start. Volleyball has done a really good job. Girls soccer is, we're looking for great things out of those ladies this fall and even building off of their state tournament appearance last year. So those are the things that are kind of going on here at Siegel. We're excited about what the fall has and then through winter and spring and all of our student athletes here at Siegel.
Our sports segment was brought to you by Sloan's Motorcycle and ATV. Now, a word from the principal.
Welcome to Siegel High School. It's always great to be a Siegel Star. 25-26 has started off to be a great school year. First of all, I want to congratulate our teachers and the faculty and staff, everyone for everything they've done for Siegel High School. We are a level 5 school, one of 32 schools in Rutherford County District. That's the highest academic growth score issued by the Tennessee Department of Education. So we're very excited about that. It just shows all the hard work and dedication from our teachers and students paid off last year and looking for great things to happen this upcoming school year. It's been a great start to this school year. We've had to implement some policies maybe that everyone was not happy about, the new cell phone policies that was passed by the state legislature, but our students have adapted marvelously. They do a great job each day. You can see them walking around, not having their heads in their phones and talking to their classmates. We've heard them comment saying it's been great. I've talked to people that I haven't got to talk or never talked to before because they're off their cell phones. So that's been a great change around here, seeing the students more involved with each other. Also, we implemented this week, Rutherford County is one of the only districts in the state of Tennessee that has the weapons detection systems from K through 12. And it started off this week, and the students have done a great job bringing to school what they need to bring to school, get out what they need to have as they're coming through our scan lines each morning. So it's been a great start. Looking forward to great things happening academically and with extracurricular activities with our upcoming plays and musicals that we look forward to see out throughout the year. Thank you.
Check out Siegel High School's courtyard. This is where students can come and have lunch or just sit and really get a little bit of vitamin D. It's always great to check it back in with school. Siegel High School, thank you for allowing us to come back out and learn more about what students are getting here at your incredible high school. Until next week, we'll have more for you with our next episode of What's Cool in School.